Hi, this is Dr. Bakr from Bakr Business and Management Academy. Today we are going to discuss about the project management, uh, specifically the major corporate study and the project execution. Uh, in last sessions, we discussed about the EndNote software as a good, very useful referencing style for research. We discussed also about some techniques about doing the paper structure while I was sharing with you some useful structure for paper formation about the mental wealth and applied research, which I shared with the University of East London in UK. Today also I'm going to discuss an introduction about the project management, how we can break down the information about doing a good management plan for your project management, and how we can implement a good strategy. A good implications and implementation about the PDCA cycle, which is plan, do, check, and action. So we are going to discuss briefly about what is the PDCA cycle in project management and how we can identify the main process for project management from initiation until closure. And we are going to follow up in the next sessions about too many other activities that it will enhance our understanding and learning about the project management courses. So what is a PDCA? As I was saying, actually, it's a four-step cycle, including action or act, planning, do, check, or plan, do, act, and check, or check and act, sorry. It is a very insightful traditional cycle that while implementing, we do have a very good, keen strategic planning, including the scope of your project management, including an insightful analysis and planning of the risk and risk analysis, and what do we call about the risk factors, including the percentage of risk assessment, the risk mitigation, including in your planning, and about what are the probabilities for having any kind of risks happened, and what is your mitigation plan accordingly of each risk factor. What is your process or operation plan? What is your expectation for some kind of integration of advanced complex operation strategy and planning to alleviate the risk? And how can you integrate some advanced techniques in your operation to maximize your profits and reduce the risk effectively while having your positioning or competitive positioning sustainable among your competitors. And the last stage is checking, just to review the implementation of your project management, how we can align our project implementation accordingly, and what are the following steps to act again as per the analysis or the review of our implementation from any previous tasks. To proceed for a better understanding, also we need to understand very well what is a triple constraint or the iron triangle in the project management. It's a combination between the time, cost, and scope. So the scope of any project management, actually, it is considering the stakeholders' expectation into the heart or the core value of any project management. The time is very convenient, very necessary to respect, To avoid any overrunning costs during your implementation is very important as well, to align both of them with the project scope or planning. So the project scope aligned with the time and cost are considered the crucial triple constraint pyramid or triangle in the project management, and we have to align the cost, how we can adjust our cost accordingly, how we can identify any overrunning expenses that may impact the project implementation and accomplishment on time, and how we can avoid any delay on the project implementation or having any risk in that. The traditional PDCA cycle, most commonly, as I was identified and described before, it's a combination between the plan to identify any preparation for your project proposal, identifying, recognizes also any opportunity or any potential change into your planning, what is your expectation among your competitors, what is added value for being having a specific quality of implementation as well among your competitors, what to do to implement this planning, what is your quality process to identify the quality of your project implementation, and what are your ready-made action to alleviate and audit, adapt your project implementation, face any unusual circumstances for high turnover or dissatisfaction from your employee side, or any external circumstances out of your control, like any change in regulations or taxes or law that may influence your project implementation and quality of achievement. So this is all including in the PDCA cycle that we will discuss and we will cover in our future session in a bit more details. So the initial group of processes in any project management, actually, it's a combination, or it's a 5 different stages between initiating, planning, executing, and closing. The monitoring and controlling come in the middle here, or in the heart of your process. While you are initiating some good strategy for any project management, you start to plan ahead and analyze any risks and how you can alleviate the risk, how you can mitigate the risk, how can you integrate advanced techniques for operations to alleviate the risks management. You are monitoring the execution part. And once you are controlling this operation or implementation about any review of any processes or phases into your project, you are controlling and you are planning again how you can adapt and adjust your initiative program or planning, and how you can align accordingly to overcome any risks you have been faced. And before reaching the closing or the last stage of your project management phase, you need to review again, align your project implementation about what was initially including in the project scope, and you will have the startup of your project accordingly before reaching to achieving this very high quality of implementation, meeting the deadlines, the time, the cost, all other factors of having a competitive advantage around your competitors. And then you will proceed for the final stage for closing, archive, and the lessons learned from your project. So what is a traditional framework actually for project management? And how are the projects being executed? So before proceeding to that detailed explanation, we are going to go through the responsibility or the responsibility assignment metrics. So the RAM in project management, which stands for responsibility assignment metrics, is a kind of chart that we understand each step of the project. We can integrate with some kind of project management software, and we can break down the WBS or the work breakdown structure. We can assign each task to one of our team members, link with the deadline to achieve, and having a very simple and detailed, at the same time, follow up from the management perspective, how you can track the employees and team members for your project step by step, without having any fall down in the micromanagement inconvenience. And you need to follow up very consistently, very flexible, without having any stress or micromanagement on your team. However, you can cooperate and collaborate with all the team members to have a very resilient performance. Be supporting your team with a good leadership style, as a democratic leadership style, very close to your team, supporting each one, again, without having any kind of any need to stress, because it is very important to avoid any stress occurred on your team. Any stress happened because of your micromanagement is increasing the level of turnover with your team members. It's increasing the frustration. It's increasing the ceiling for creativity and innovation. And you need to be fully aware as well that a good implication for a democratic leadership style is very crucial in any business management, in any project management, to show what is the difference between doing the right things and doing the things right. So in our future session about the project management, we are going to discuss more details about the different stages of errors and pitfalls for the project management, how we can plan ahead, about a good planning for time, for controlling the cost and budget, and how we can mitigate the risk. So please wait for me for the next session about the project management. And at any stage, please feel free to click the link, the QR code to access my channel, my YouTube channel, and you can have access for unlimited free videos that you can have in different business and management discipline. I'm very happy for this time today. See you next time and have a lovely day. Bye-bye.